I was recently watching a video of a Heaven's Gate meeting that took place in the mid 1990s. This was during what they called the Second Harvest. It was the second time in their history. First time was in the mid 70s. Second time that they went out on the road in search of new recruits, where they hosted meetings in public and tried to convey their ideology to other people. I was watching this video, and there's 5 members from Heaven's Gate speaking to this group of what appears to be college students in Chicago. And they speak for a little bit, and then they play a video of Marshall Applewhite talking that they had filmed a couple of years earlier. And then they turn the video off, and the Heaven's Gate members get back up at the table, and they're ready to take questions. And do you want to know what the first question that someone asked? The first question someone asked was a young man who raised his hand and said, "Why is all of this so vague?" And he went on to elaborate. He said, I listened to you talk. I listened to this guy on the video speak, and I got to be honest, I know about as much as I did when I walked in this room, 30 minutes ago or so. And it looked like it visibly threw some of the believers for a loop. It was actually a little bit uncomfortable to watch. But setting that aside, in particular, this young man said, he's like, "You've talked a lot about what you're not, that you're not Scientologists." I think he said, I know that you're not from like Unarius or something. But he said, "But I don't know who you are." And I just, and they never really, I don't think they ever really were able to give him a satisfactory answer. Because they kind of just went into a lot of repetition of what they had already tried to say that very obviously wasn't sufficient to begin with. But setting all of that aside, I thought it was very, very interesting to watch this happening this late in their history too, 1994. For someone to say that after listening to 5 members of this group speak and listening to the leader speak in a video, that he still didn't really know what they were about. I wonder if that might be because Heaven's Gate wasn't just about making it wasn't just about making positive claims, for example, about the next level, but also, perhaps more so, about making negative claims about this world. And for someone who didn't already feel that way, maybe that was one reason that so many people didn't join. I'm not sure. It's a lot of this is all very speculative, and like I said, a lot of this is really in embryo, so to speak. These thoughts that I'm having, but I thought I would share them, and to kind of tack on to this sort of very brief overview of what the term next level means. I sincerely hope that by the end of this video, you know at least a little bit more about what Heaven's Gate did think about the next level, and what it typically refers to in their lexicon. But if you don't, if I, haven't provided that, do let me know in the comments below. Feel free to ask questions, or if there's something that you know about this concept and would like to add, or any theories you'd like to share, you may also do so in the comments below. I really encourage that, and I've appreciated so much the comments that I've gotten on these videos in this series over the last few months. They've been really, really fun to read and think about, and I love seeing other people get interested in this topic and interested in continuing this conversation. So definitely feel free to let me know what you thought in the comments. And as always, until next time, thanks and take care.